Hey kiddos, welcome to our math lesson 10.8. We are going to be learning about mass today. Do you know what mass is? Well, if you don't know what mass is, it's measurement of weight. So when I'm talking about mass, I am going to be talking about a scale. Okay, now this is one type of scale, and we also have other types of scales. The scales you step on and it tells you how much you weigh. Okay, this is called a pan balance, and a pan balance is a type of scale that can measure weight. So we'll talk about that. So today we're going to be talking about weights of measure that you're probably not used to. In the United States, we use pounds and ounces, but today you're going to be learning about what other countries use when we're talking about specific measures. So what we're going to be learning about today are two words. The first word is gram. Say gram. A gram is something super, super small. Now, do you see this paper clip? A paper clip weighs 1 gram. So if I put that in my hand, it weighs 1 gram. It's pretty light. What is the next measure? Well, it's called a kilogram. Say kilogram. A kilogram is about how much one of these books weigh. A kilogram is a longer word than gram. Therefore, a kilogram weighs more. If I showed you on my pan balance, here's my pan balance. If I put the paper clip on one side and I put my book in the other side, notice how my book is way heavier than the paper clip. That's because a kilogram, the book, is heavier than a gram, a paper clip. All right, kiddos, we are going to go ahead and talk about these types of measures. So, we are talking about mass. What is mass? Well, let's see. Mass is a measurement of mass in weight. Our first measure is a gram. A gram is the weight of a paper clip. I can abbreviate or make the word gram shorter by writing a G. Grams are also measured with kilograms. Kilograms are a much bigger measurement of weight. A kilogram can be written kg for its abbreviation. A kilogram is weighs as much as a book. So a gram weighs as much as a paper clip. A kilogram weighs as much as a book. Now remember, a gram is a shorter word, so it is a smaller measure. The word kilogram is a longer word, so it is a bigger measure. So, grams are like ounces in America, and kilograms are like pounds. So if you would measure in an ounce, it would be a gram, and if you would measure kilograms, it would be like a pound. All right, so how many grams are in 1 kilogram? If I ask you, how many paper clips would it take, what would you say? If I said, how many of these paper clips does it take to make one of these books the same weight, what would you say? Shout out a guess. What's your guess? Well, let's see. A kilogram, grams for kilograms, is more than 10. It is 20. It is 1,000 grams. It's 1,000 paper clips to equal 1 gram, or 1 kilogram, okay? So 1,000 grams. It takes 1,000 paper clips on that scale to equal 1 kilogram. All right, kiddos, let's choose the best estimate. At this point, you should have a paper and a pencil or a whiteboard and a marker. I would like you to write G for gram, or kg for kilogram. What would I measure the weight of this cell phone in? Would I measure it in grams or kilograms? If you said you would measure the weight as grams, you are correct. Cell phones are pretty light. They're not super heavy. Otherwise, our arms would get tired of holding them. All right, what about these 4 strawberries? What do you think we'd measure strawberries in? Grams or kilograms? Remember, a gram is a smaller word, so it is a smaller weight. A kilogram is a bigger weight, are bigger words, so it is a bigger weight. Your answer is gram. We would measure those strawberries in grams. All right, what about a dog? What would you measure the dog in? Grams or kilograms? You would measure the dog in kilograms. Kilograms is a bigger measure, and so you would measure the dog in kilograms. All right, kiddos, what about a nickel? What would we measure a nickel in? Grams or kilograms? We would measure a nickel in grams. Remember, nickels do not weigh very much. What about a baby in? Grams or kilograms? You would measure a baby in kilograms because babies weigh a lot. All right, kiddos, we would like you to go to page 607 in your math books. Pause your video now and go to page 607. All right, kiddos, I'm going to switch to this right here, and we're going to talk about a few things. All right, so you guys are on page 607. We already kind of talked about this, but we are going to go ahead and fill this in so you're ready for your paper for a grade. Choose the unit that you would use to measure the mass. Remember, mass means weight, right? Gram or kilogram. Remember that a gram is a smaller word. Therefore, it is a small measure. Remember, a gram is like a paperclip. A kilogram is like a book. What would we measure strawberries in? If you said gram, you are correct. You may write a G for gram. What would you weigh a dog in? Grams or kilograms? You would weigh a dog in kilograms. You may write kg for kilograms. All right, our next one is using our pan balance. Let me go ahead and show you a few examples of the pan balance. Now, a pan balance looks like this. When I weigh something, the larger object will weigh it down. So if this side goes down, it means that it's heavier. When a side goes down, it is heavy. When a side goes up, that means that it is light. So down means heavy, up means light. And if it is the same measure of weight, it will stay the same. So let's try a few of these things. So if I put a cell phone and a stapler, which one do you think is heavier, the cell phone or the stapler? Well, let's see. I have the cell phone in this one. I have the stapler in this one. Which one is heavier, the cell phone or the stapler? Well, if you said stapler, the stapler is heavier because it went down. When it goes down, it is heavy. That means that the cell phone is light. This cell phone weighs less than the stapler, or the stapler weighs more than the cell phone. All right, let's try another one. So, what if I had this Little Debbie snack cake? And what if I had the marker? Which one do you think weighs more, the marker or the Little Debbie snack cake? Well, let's see. I'm going to put the Little Debbie snack cake here. Uh-oh. And I'm going to put the marker in the other one. If you would watch that, because my scale broke, you would notice that the snack cake actually weighs more than the marker. All right, kiddos, let's go ahead and keep on going. So, if something is weighed down, that means it's heavy. If something is up in the air, it is light. If they are the same, that means they weigh the exact same thing. All right, let's go ahead and look at our paper. We are to write the words less than, same as, or more than. Let's read. The mass of the bowling pin. So look at the bowling pin. Is the bowling pin down or up? The bowling pin is down. The mass of the chess piece. So because the bowling pin is down, that means it weighs more than. So we must write the words more than. All right, kiddos, let's look at number 5. We have the mass of the erasers, and we have the mass of the clips. What do those look like? Well, to me, they look the same. None is up and none is down. So, because they are the same measure, we will write same. All right, kiddos, let's move on. We must decide if this is a measure of grams or kilograms. Grams is a shorter word, which means it weighs not very much. Kilograms is a longer word, so that means it weighs a lot. What do you think about this chair and desk? Would we measure that in grams or kilograms? If you said grams, you are correct. Please write a G. Or I lied. Sorry, kiddos. I'm tired today. It is kilograms. I hope you didn't write just grams. Let's fix that. It is kilograms because the desk is heavy, so therefore it is kilograms. All right, kiddos, what about the sunglasses? What would that weigh? Well, sunglasses are put on your face. Are they going to be super heavy? No, they are going to be grams because they are light. What about watermelon? What do you think watermelon is? Gram, small measure, or kilogram, big measure? It would be a kilogram because it is a big measure. All right, kiddos, let's look at this scale. We have to decide if it's less than, same as, or more than. It says the mass of the pen is the what to the mass of the paper clips. Well, they look exactly the same. If they are exactly the same, it is same as. All right, let's look in the next one. The mass of the straws to the mass of the blocks. Look at the mass of the straws. Are the straws up in the air or are they down low? They are up in the air. So if it is up in the air, that means that it's less than. All right, kiddos, we're going to do one question here on 608. So go ahead and find 608. Let's read the question. It says, select the objects with a mass greater than 1 kilogram. Remember, a kilogram is like a book. Which one would weigh more than a book? Would a skateboard weigh more than a book? Yes. Would a laptop computer weigh more than a book? Yes. Would a cell phone? No. Would it? Yes. Would a pencil? No. All right, kiddos, now we are ready for our paper for a grade. Could you please get out page 609 to do our paper for a grade? All right, kiddos, so you are to write on numbers 2 and 3 if it is a gram or a kilogram. Remember that a gram is a smaller word, therefore it is a smaller measure. Kilogram is a bigger word, therefore it is a bigger measure. On numbers 4 through 5, you must choose if it's less than, same as, or more than. Remember, less than means it goes down. Same as means they are the same, and more than means it is up. All right, kiddos, you will have to read these questions and decide the right answers. You will do number 8, name an object in your home that has a mass of about 1 kilogram. So please tell me something that weighs 1 kilogram, or about the size of a book. On the back, you are to read this scenario and decide if it's gram or kilogram. On number 2, you are to read this scenario and decide if it's gram or kilogram. You will do these 2 problems, and then you will read 5 and 6 will go along with the bottles. All right, kiddos, take your time and get a great grade. We'll talk to you soon.